Number one, in the law of giving, which is capital, is your tithing. Your tithing. Things will remain tight until you become a tither. Tithing began before the law. With Father Abraham, the symbol of covenant prosperity. That's why the Bible tells us to look unto Abraham, our father, to learn from him. Look unto him. Abraham is our example in all ramification as far as prosperity is concerned. Look unto Abraham, your father, and unto your mother, Sarah. Isaiah 51, verses 1 and 2. I called him alone and blessed him and increased him. How? He was a tither. Tithe ties you to God. Tithe is your financial umbilical cord. Enter into it, and poverty will die. Say loud, amen. Amen. Genesis chapter 14, 19 to 20. It is your financial umbilical cord. Now, let's take it from verse 18 all the way to 20. Say with me, I'm blessed. And Melchizedek, king of Salem, brought forth bread and wine, and he was the priest of the Most High God, because a transaction was about to take place. And he blessed him and said, Blessed be Abraham of the Most High God, possessor of heaven and earth. And blessed be Most High God, which hath delivered thine enemies into your hand. And so Abraham gave him tithes of all. So tithing should be of all the blessing of God upon your life on a regular basis as you choose, either daily or weekly or monthly. He gave him tithes of all. Tithes of all. But I'd like you to see something significant here. After he paid his tithe, or in the process, the name of God became his surname. Verse 19, please. And he blessed him and said, Blessed be Abraham of the Most High God. A tithe of the Most High God. So the name of Abraham became Abraham God. That's what tithing does. It brings you into a tie with God. From that moment, you touch anything that belongs to Abraham, you are touching what belongs to God. Abraham became friend of God. And you see, friendship today is not as in the covenant. As a matter of fact, friendship is rooted in covenant. When you say somebody is my friend, there is a covenant between you and him that will never make you betray him. We are very casual about things we do today. You call somebody your friend today, it's too casual. But then, when you say somebody is your friend, that's why you find very few people that were called the friend of God. Friendship is platform for secrets. I didn't say secret cult. Please hear me very well. Jesus said, You are now my friends. Everything I know, I have unveiled to you. You are my friend. You find that in John 15:15. Relationship, walking with God, brought them into friendship with Jesus. Walking with God brought Abraham into friendship with God to a point of paying his tithe to God. And so one night, somebody took Abraham's wife, a king. And you don't talk when the king acts. Abraham went home, not knowing what to do. But God, his friend, took it upon himself and went to appear to the king at the night. He said, "You have taken my friend's wife. You think he's powerless. You didn't know that we are friends. Everyone in your palace, every woman is now barren. You took my friend's wife, which means you took my wife." You know, in those days of deep relationship, you can leave your wife with your friend and travel for 2 years, and you can be sure nothing will touch your wife. Can you do that today? Even when you are around, somebody is doing eye to your wife like this in front of you. That's not friendship. That's why anything that touched Abraham, God fought for him. That's why I said, your tithe ties you to God. That is, it commits God to you. Say loud, amen. Melchizedek came to receive it. And in Hebrews chapter 7, verse 1 to 8, you see by revelation, Paul was talking about Melchizedek as the priest of God who comes to receive our tithe in heaven. Our tithe is received in heaven to register our connection with heaven. Somebody say loud, amen. Well, in case you don't understand that, touching the tithe is stealing from God. I'm not the one who says so. Leviticus chapter 27, verse 20, verse 30. Leviticus 27:30. Very clear word. And all the tithe of the land, whether of the seed of the land or of the fruit of the tree, is the Lord's. It belongs to him. Therefore, it is holy unto the Lord. Don't touch what is holy. It belongs to him. That's why God calls those who don't pay their tithe, he called them robbers. Malachi chapter 3, verse 8. If you are not a tither, you are a robber from God. And can any man steal from God and go free? No. You may steal from men and go to beg God. When you steal from God, who will you beg? Malachi chapter 3, from verse 8. Don't withhold your tithe. Will a man rob God? Somebody say, "Hey, is it possible to rob God?" And God say, "Yeah, you have robbed me." But he said, "Wherein have we robbed thee?" And he answered, "In tithes and offerings." In tithes and offerings. Therefore ye are cursed with a curse. For ye have robbed me, even this whole nation. If you want this curse to stop, bring ye all the tithes into the storehouse, that there may be meat in my house. And for benefit of thou, prove me now by acting on what I said, if I will not open you the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing, that there shall not be room enough to receive it. Room enough to receive it. Tithing enlarges your room for receiving.